Good morning, everybody. Our regular producer, who is normally here in the form of a kitty cat, was unable to make it this morning. So Kirsten and I are running the show ourselves, and we have no idea what we're doing. So if
Winging it.
if you are not hearing this, please let me know so that we can try to fix whatever problem. Because frankly, we don't. I pushed all the buttons and I presume we're live, but if we're not, please let me know. Um,
It looks like it. I think we're doing okay.
I know. Hang on a second here. I just closed a thing I didn't mean to close. All right. Actually, that's fine. All right. So, Hattie, um, I'm Bearheart. I am feeling much better today. Thank you. I appreciated all of the words of get well and encouragement from yesterday. I wasn't like sick. Um, I didn't sleep great, and I woke up feeling like a little bit. Oh no, I might be getting something. But a day of rest did me well, and it may have just been my body telling me that I haven't been paying the kind of attention to my well-being as I should be. And so now I am back on my well-being thing. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it before. I'm taking a new medication, which so my doctor told me that I am not pre-diabetic, but I may be pre-diabetic. And
Love
um,
that they covered their bases on that one.
well, I have a really great doctor, and living in Las Vegas, um, there's a true shortage of medical professionals here, and it is really hard to get a doctor. And it took me 3 years to find a primary care physician after I moved to this town, and um, it's what's called a concierge doctor, which means you pay a monthly fee just to be on their list. And it also means that they're able to spend more time with their patients because they don't have to have such a huge roster of patients just to break even. And so I can always get in to see him when I need to. I always get personal time with him, and he's fantastic, and I really love him.
So,
Um,
how is that any different than like paying insurance and seeing a primary, paying monthly for your insurance and then like seeing a primary care physician?
so pay monthly for my insurance. And I'm going to pronounce that as a person from Texas would pronounce it insurance. Because everybody else in the world says insurance, but down south, y'all say insurance.
You got to make the right emphasis on the right syllables.
Exactly. You have to put the emphasis on the right syllable.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, he put me on this medication, which is actually just approved for diabetics, but is in trials to be approved for the rest of us. And so it's off label the way he prescribed it to me, which is entirely legal. And I did a lot of research. I mean, he explained a lot of stuff to me. And then I also did research because as a geek, I really love reading highly technical white papers. And it, and it's basically designed to stabilize your blood sugar. And as an effect of that, it also, um, I don't know if you would call it a side effect because it's actually just a direct effect of the balancing of the blood sugar. It makes me not hungry most of the time. And I actually cannot eat as much as I used to eat in order to maintain this fabulous physique. I mean,
Look at it. Bask in the glory.
and so I'm dropping weight like I don't know. I'm running out of similes today. I actually earlier today I asked ChatGTP to give me a list of similes for a particular thing I was writing. Um,
It's all on getting your strength back, just baby steps.
I know this is a sidetrack, but that's what our morning shows are about. It's a sidetrack. I posted something on social media today, or rather, Kirsten posted it for me, about Tucker Carlson and Jon Stewart. And I was looking for a simile for tore him apart like, and Chat GPT gave me a list of them, and I didn't like any of them. They were all very uninspired, but they prompted me enough to be able to come up with tore him apart like a cat with a roll of toilet paper,
Love it.
which I thought was fabulous. Um, in any event, so um, Doc says that I am probably about 70 pounds overweight in, you know, maybe 25 kilos for those of you in the rest of the planet. Um, and my doctor says that I would lose most of that probably in the next few months, which would feel really great. And I'm already sleeping better. I'm already just have better energy. I mean, except for yesterday. And you know, I'm very pleased with this so far. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. How you doing, Kirsten?
I'm doing great. It's been a pretty productive week. Um, I always feel lost without Ricky because I feel like I'm one hand and she's the other, and like you can't get as much done with one hand as you can with two. So, um,
We miss her when she's busy. As I understand it, one of her fur balls has a little medical issue.
yeah, old geriatric is just doing geriatric things.
Yeah, Ricky has a cat. She calls him Jerry.
And I think that also has to do with like the Jerry Bears too. So I think there's like a lot, Ricky,
Yeah,
it's not just one thing has one meaning. She's like, here's one thing, and here's all of the things that go with that one thing.
brain is a bowl of spaghetti, a very coherent and efficient and effective bowl of spaghetti, but
Yes.
spaghetti nonetheless.
She's just incredible. So yeah, that's the only thing. It's been a great day. It's a great day. You feel good. I feel good. The sun's shining, but I miss the heck out of her. I hate when she's gone.
It is beautiful. Yeah. Um, my watch giving me baseball news. Um, yeah, how about James Outman? I mean, for crying out loud, that kid is phenomenal. Yes, please, Kirsten.
Fun fact, my parents are in Savannah, Georgia right now because my dad has a work conference there.
Really? Are they seeing the bananas?
They are out of town.
Oh,
I was so bummed. I was like, y'all have to go see a game. You have to send me pictures. You have to send me videos so I can send it to Bear. And my mom was like, they're out of town. And I was like, leave. Just leave while you're ahead.
they're touring with a bunch of exhibition baseball. They've been doing this all year, and they're streaming all of their games live on YouTube,
Amazing.
which is
I
just
love technology.
which is just. I mean, these games are hilarious.
I know.
Um, you know, they got the pitcher on stilts. Um,
I really enjoy their TikTok account.
I bet.
And
Yeah.
and those men are so talented.
Yes.
Like from a dance standpoint, I'm like, not only can you, because a lot of people don't think dance is a sport, which I'm not going to sit here and debate that,
They
but
force
like from
get it.
a dance perspective and watching them play baseball, but then also have all these phenomenal other qualities, it just blows my mind.
Did you see the batter who goes up to the plate and does the splits so that his
No,
strike zone is too small?
I haven't seen that one yet. I like watching the ones where they
So his butt is on the ground and it just reduces his strike zone to like
I like watching the ones where they use different objects to catch balls.
right. Yeah, yeah.
That one gets me every time.
They're basically white Harlem Globetrotters for baseball.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
yeah. So the thing in the news that I wanted to talk about today, and I wish I could find this video. I need to find this video. Hang on a second here. This'll. So
Oh,
there's New
hold on.
Zealand.
We have a comment on YouTube
Ooh,
from Gary Bennett.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
They said hi.
Howdy. I'm not wearing a pin today. I had meant to. I got a whole bunch of new pins,
Okay, you got, yeah, look, you got a whole bowl of them.
but this one here, I kind of wanted to wear this one today. I'll wear it tomorrow. This is the Vulcan salute, but rainbow. Yeah, exactly.
So much better at it.
Yeah. So that would go like.
Maybe
Anyway,
we'll put it on the same side.
I also got this one here, which I think is absolutely fabulous. It is somebody in a spacesuit just being fabulous.
Fabulous.
You know, I really need to get an autofocus camera that will actually autofocus. But yeah, so that anyway. All right, so there's a New Zealand company called Dawn Aerospace, and I need to just find them on YouTube here real quick. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So, I'm going to start this out with a little story. One of my favorite science fiction books is Robert Heinlein's "The Moon is a Harsh Mistress," and you can say a lot of things about Heinlein, but he's a brilliant writer, and this is one of the greatest science fiction stories ever. It's also, as many people have noticed, a virtual blueprint for revolution. But I mean, the story is basically that the moon had been settled as a sort of a space botany bay. They put all the criminals up there, and it was run by a warden instead of a governor, and they had over time developed their own society, and they really wanted independence. And they tried to negotiate independence, and that didn't work, and so they basically started a revolution. In the middle of all of that, there's a description of how to put objects into orbit without spending a whole lot of rocket fuel, just shooting them straight up out of the gravity well of the planet. And rockets are inherently inefficient. They use a tremendous amount of fuel, generate a tremendous amount of essentially wasted heat as a byproduct of burning all of that rocket fuel. And it would be nice if we had another way. What Heinlein suggested was that you could create a slingshot, that put it up on a tall mountain and just basically shoot it not straight up, but at an angle so that it would just, and with enough force, it would eventually just go into orbit. So I don't know if these New Zealanders, if these Kiwis actually read that book or not, but they're not using a slingshot. They're basically using a rocket powered plane, and they're taking off horizontally and gradually getting to orbit. They did their first successful launch recently, and they got up in, not into orbit, but they did get, into the border of what's called space, and I forget all the technical terms for it. Wondering if this YouTube video, oh yeah, so this is the actual launch. I am not convinced. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So we have the. I'm not sure what the scale of this plane is. I don't think it's like
At
a.
first.
I mean, they show a person in a cockpit, but I don't think there's a person in that plane. I think that's remotely flown. But in any event, that is a rocket powered plane. And their business model is to be able to, it's entirely reusable. It takes off and it lands. I mean, one of the biggest expenses of a rocket is that so much of it is disposed in each flight. SpaceX has done a good job of reusing major parts of their rockets, but there's still a lot of waste. This thing is 100% reusable. And their idea is to be able to, I mean, this particular model, they say it just takes like a few pounds of payload, but it'll be used for like scientific experiments and weightlessness and stuff like that. But there's also, but they're making a bigger version of it that will be able to take sizable payloads like up to the space station. And I'm really excited about this. This is space technology that is really dealing. I mean, we talked the other day about SpaceX's mega gargantuan rocket and the environmental impact of stupidly launching that thing from an inhabited area and just spewing its junk all over the neighboring towns. I mean, literally, apparently, a piece of the tarmac traveled like several kilometers and destroyed a car in a neighboring town. It is so much wasted energy, and this thing is so much more efficient, largely because it takes off horizontally instead of vertically. And I credit that to Heinlein. I imagine Heinlein got that from someplace else. Heinlein himself was not, a scientist like Asimov or Clarke, those being the three, masters of science fiction, modern science fiction. But so he probably got the idea from somewhere else. But it makes so much sense. Anyway, so I'm kind of excited about this. I see the signal that we are out of time. Unlike a broadcast television station, I can go over a minute or two, and I have done that. And Kirsten is ready to get back to her day, and so am I. I got work to do.
I was
So
gonna say, aren't you recording all day?
love you guys. Notice the brace on my wrist. All I can say is sometimes it sucks to be old, but it beats the alternative. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.